I grew up singing. I had a pretty musical family. My dad was a preacher, so I sang in church, and music was just kind of part of our life. And I played piano a little bit as a child. I quit, again, not because my fingers hurt, because it made my brain hurt. I didn't like to practice. So I took lessons for probably about 6 months when I was a kid, but I would pick out melodies, and so I was always writing songs, but I definitely had that internal censor that said, well, I don't know if you should play these for people, and what do you have to say anyway? And it really wasn't until a friend of mine said something very simple, but it made sense to me, and he said, write what you know. Because, I looked up to some of my idols, and I thought, well, if I can't write like Bob Dylan or Joni Mitchell or whomever, why even try? But it just crystallized it for me, because I thought, well, you know what, I can't write like them, but I can write like me. And nobody else can have quite that perspective. And this weight was sort of lifted off me, and it gave me permission to really sit down and write. So I started playing my songs out for people, and people didn't throw things. And so I thought, well, this is really fun for me, and it's kind of therapy for me, so wow, that'd be really cool if I could make a living at it at the same time.
Met her at the high school dance, down at the Aragon. He was rocking them parachute pants, leather high tops on. A couple years later they went and got hitched by a justice of the peace. Settled down in a Minnesota town, and the rest is history. Baby, this is real life. Yeah, they're doing just fine. Oh, it's real life. Real life, alright.
Usually for me, the music has to come first. So a lot of people ask me that, and say, I've got some lyrics, could you put them to music? And this is just me, but I've actually yet to do that. I've not taken a poem or lyrics and put them to music. Not that that can't be done. There's a lot of people who are just lyricists in the world, and you think of some of the great songwriting teams, Ernie Taupin and Elton John, or Bernie Taupin, sorry. I'm giving him called him Ernie, but that's just one letter short of his real name. And so Elton would write the music and Bernie would write the lyrics, or Rodgers and Hammerstein, or George and Ira Gershwin, or there's just countless teams of that was the music guy and then the lyricist. For me, I think because I was a singer first, it had to sing right to me. The words needed to kind of feel right in my mouth, if that makes sense. It's almost like Shakespeare. I was a theater major in college, and we studied a lot of Shakespeare, and he wrote an iambic pentameter, which feels good. It was very musical in the way you said it, the rhythm of it. Or it's like rapping, it's like whatever that is, it has to feel good in your mouth and rhythmically feel good.
Left home when she was 17, got her first tattoo. She never was the homecoming queen, never was that cool. Now she's serving up drinks and getting new ink on the east side of LA. Not the choice her mama would make, and she likes it that way. And baby, this is real life. Yeah, she's doing just fine. Oh, it's real life. Real life, alright. Alright. Na 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 na.
Collaboration is a really interesting thing, and I would encourage you all to try it. Again, as a songwriter, for me, I look at different things that sort of trigger my creative brain. So whether it's writing to beats or sitting down in a room with somebody else, I love co-writing because that person might take you down a road you wouldn't normally go down. So sometimes mama needs new shoes, and you just have to write songs that pay the bills. And sometimes you have to write songs that mean something to you.
Ain't always funny, ain't always pretty. Down in the country, up in the city. Everybody's different, but one thing's true. We all gotta do what we gotta do. So me and my gypsy heart gonna pack up and hit the road. Got a song in this old guitar and a string of shows. When that highway calls, baby, I'll come running with my gas tank full and my 6-string strumming. Got a few friends that'll keep on coming. This is all I know, and baby, this is real life. Yeah, I'm doing just fine.